All right, take three. Never mind the mess. I'm in my office trying to get my profit loss done so I get my paperwork to my CPA so she can get my taxes done. Slightly late on 2021 and on 2022, we're going to be on time. Anyway, let's go over DPU and factory ship. DPU is a company that ships direct for the dealer. Factory ship is just that. They ship units for the factory. Now, camper transportation, just like any other transportation, the carriers don't set the rates. Understand this, get this right. If a company is hauling for the factory doesn't set the rate. This is what we're going to pay. This is it. Done. DPU, however, the dealer and the carrier will get together and then they come up with a rate that both parties can live with. So there's a little bit of leeway, a little wiggle room. However, most dealers aren't going to pay a carrier more money than what they can pay the factory. Doesn't make any sense. Unless the carrier can guarantee without a doubt that they can get them their units faster than the factory. So now having said that, Patrick Industries owns Indiana Transport and Synergy. Indiana Transport is a DPU company. Synergy is a DPU company. Marion Schrock, who owns Horizon Wave, I believe it's Titan, RV Transport, and now Dynamic. With the exception of Horizon, the other four are DPU companies. For Marion, he can make more money on that because he can charge just about what the factory does. He's got enough trucks to get units to the customer to make them happy, and then he can take a bigger percentage of it if he wants. Patrick Industries, Indiana Transport's a DPU company. Synergy is the factory direct. And the reason being is Forest River has a deal that if they're going to give you or allow you to haul their units and you're going to be an approved carrier for them, they do not want you to do DPU as well. You can't do both. So like Horizon Transport can't do DPU and factory ship, just like Indiana Transport can't do factory ship and DPU. Indiana does DPU. I need to get closer, I guess. That way there's nobody's crossing lines, nobody's making anybody unhappy. Pros and cons to both. We're going to backside this with, I'll say this. Here lately, everyone and their brother's been screaming, get your own authority and go haul your own campers. That's not going to be fucking possible. Insurance. 2, if you do get approved, certain manufacturers. Because you got to remember, Jayco is owned by Thor. So you have Thor, Coleman, Keystone, Forest River. And then you got a bunch of little companies. But anyway, we're not going to count them. We're just going to count the big ones. Between the 4 of them, some have truck size requirements. You got to have 10 trucks, 5 trucks, 20 trucks, 3 trucks. Some of them are going to have this very key thing that keeps everybody out, which is you need a lot to store your customer's product on. And in case y'all don't figure it up, get on get on any website, any realty website, start pricing houses in the area. Start pricing commercial buildings. And you're going to find out that a piece of land in Elkhart County is very, very expensive. So there's that. Now, back to DPU and factory ship. Because of the agreements between the transportation company and the manufacturer. That's why they got to have a factory ship company and a DPU company. Marion Schrock is smart in this aspect. He's got 4 DPU companies, and at any time, if he wants, like say Dynamic, he can use Dynamic as a factory or as a DPU company, and then if he wants, he can take everything that they've acquired, push that over onto the other 3, and make it a factory ship company if he wants. But you can't do both. Now, to clear up another thing, the only time there's contracts is if there's a DPU company. If there's going to be a contract between a dealer and a transportation company. As far as factory ship goes, how that plays out, it's like anything else. They went to the factory, they filled out a carrier packet, they they showed their insurance, it was verified, they were accepted, and on that note, they are an approved carrier for that manufacturer. Manufacturer sets the rates, not the company. That's in any transportation place. Cargill, meat producer, they set the rates on their meat. Carrier air conditioner, they set the rates on their units. Forest River, Thor, Coleman, Keystone, they set their rates. It isn't the manufacturer or it isn't the carrier who goes in and says, well, we're only going to haul stuff for $3 a mile. That's not how that works. Doesn't work that in transportation company. Manufacturers, quote unquote, the shippers, because you have the shippers, the carriers. The shipper always sets the rate. Always. So, yes, this video was long. I hope that clarified a few things. Everyone keeps saying Horizon bought Dynamic. No, Marion Schrock bought Dynamic. He owns Horizon. And another key point. Wave Transportation has always been DPU. They were DPU before Marion bought them. When CWRV closed the doors, Wave didn't just pop up. Wave absorbed what drivers wanted to come to them. But Wave has always been a company on its own. Marion Schrock had bought them after CWRV was created. But when the doors were shut to CWRV, people needed a job, people needed to work. All the freight from CWRV, because CWRV was a DPU company, it all went to Wave. So it only made sense to absorb whatever drivers would go over there. So, no, CWRV was never, or Wave was never CWRV. So, hopefully that helped. You got questions to ask, I'll answer what I can. Y'all be safe, y'all be good.